welcome to Spartan Spotlight, where we bring you all things regarding AU athletics. I'm Loretta Johnson. Today we will be talking with men's basketball players Sean Gant and Calman Stokes. We will also have a short feature story to hear about one of the senior players on the men's lacrosse team. Later on in the show, we will be talking to freshman basketball player Morgan Ricketts and sophomore player Alex Holtine from the women's basketball team. The men's basketball team has been well underway with conference play, with the team being 13-2 in conference and scoring an average of 78 points a game. I'm here with two of the players, Sean Gant and Calman Stokes. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing well. So you guys just finished up a phenomenal weekend against MSOE. Can you tell me a little bit about the game?
Honestly, that was probably the funnest game I've been a part of here. There was a lot of energy. The stands were packed, as I was trying to say. I fed off that, and that's actually what got my defense going, and it helped me motivate me to play harder.
Nice. Calman, we all know you had a really great game with the game-winning three-pointer. So tell me a little bit about how that felt for you.
Well, it wasn't, really didn't have to think about that. I mean, it was just in the moment. We went through a great play in the last second, getting that extra pass in, which we worked on a lot during practice during the week. But once they passed me the ball, I just didn't think about it, just put it up, and that's how it went in. So. Well,
congratulations on that, and congratulations on the win for both you guys. So I know that the win just wasn't the only thing that you guys focused on for that game. I know that Coach Robinson's mother kind of played a little part in the game with MS. Can you guys tell me a little bit about where the idea for that came from?
Yeah, I know Lance had organized all of this and got it ready for her, and they did surprise us with those new gray jerseys, telling us like a couple days before. So, and then we were just going out there to work hard as we can for her.
Nice. It was definitely nice to hear the passion that you guys have in playing for her. So, obviously, you guys have been doing pretty well this season. What do you feel is the biggest improvement from last year to this year?
I'd probably say, well, this year we have a lot more upperclassmen, so we have a lot more experience, and then a lot of the players that are transfers and that came into our school, they actually have a lot more experience than we thought too. And we're actually clicking a lot faster than we did last year, so that's what's helping us win a lot. So.
Yeah, to go off what he said, experience has a lot to do with it. We've been around so long that we've seen good teams, we've seen great teams, and so we know kind of what we have to do to win the conference tournament and get onto the NCAA tournament.
So you mentioned that there's a lot of upperclassmen on the team. Do you feel like anybody's kind of stepped up into captain roles?
Probably say Gavin. Gavin's he's always been a captain ever since he's been here, so we all look up to him. And shoot, last night on Saturday night I was looking for him to shoot the three. I was holding up the three side. He passed it to me. I was like, all right.
So how did you prepare for those goals that you set this season for yourselves?
Well, my personal goal is to be the defensive player of the year in the NEC, but just working hard with Chad before the season, and then getting shots up and everything, and working my legs to have them going for a full 40 minutes, and then for a team goal, I know we want to win the NEC championship and then go far in the NCAA tournament, and then it was just having that focus of working hard every day and having a whole cohesion of the team and good chemistry.
What are some personal goals that you set for yourself?
Trying to get Conference Player of the Year again. And then, well, not Conference Player of the Year, but in my position. Maybe putting up a lot more points than I did the year before, because I felt like I was slacking last year. And other goals weren't really like goals for me. It was just like a team goal, because like it's not going to be fun unless you make it somewhere. I mean, you can make 30 points as many times as you want, but if you don't make it anywhere, it's not fun at all.
Yeah. And you guys mentioned a little bit about Chad and the strength and conditioning program. How do you feel that the implementation of that for your season has progressed to get you to where you are?
Well, I feel like it brought a lot of us to like really see like what our pressure points are and how hard we can go, and when we go that hard, we can do anything. So, yeah,
it brought us all together during the workouts, just because they're so hard and vigorous, and then we have to work hard to go through them. But in the long run, it's getting us stronger and better for the season.
Definitely. So you mentioned a lot about teamwork. Obviously, basketball is a team sport. How do you feel like team camaraderie is between the team?
I'd say it's the best in the conference, because I mean, nobody treats their team like a family like we do. So, and when we're in practice, we get a lot amped, and we hang out with each other in the off time. And I'd probably say I wouldn't hang out with a group of guys other than the ones we have right here. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's really important to have trust within ourselves. So just on the court, like knowing if, say, I'm pressuring on the ball and somebody passes me, I know I got help on the help side that's going to step up and stop them. So, and then we can just rotate out of that. But just having that trust within each other is pretty important.
That helps for the game playing too, I bet. So any pregame rituals that you guys do personally or as a team?
It's probably classified.
Top secret information. So you guys have obviously played basketball for a long time. What kind of made you want to get involved in the sport?
Well, I first started off with track, and then my brother and sister, they both quit track and then went into basketball. And then after seeing that and seeing how fun it was, I just started getting into it.
Okay.
I mean, I liked playing a lot of sports, like growing up and stuff, and my dad didn't really force it on me. But he was just like, hey, well, you're like in 3rd grade. You want to play on my 8th grade team? So that was probably the time where I felt the worst because, you know, I was getting beat on in 8th grade and stuff. So, I mean, that kind of got me to like basketball a little bit more instead of not like it. So
yeah.
That was something.
I think the height helps too, right? So you guys obviously both chose AU, and you guys have been here for quite a few years. So tell me, what does it mean to you to be a Spartan?
It means a lot because, like, when you meet the alumni and stuff and they take pride in it, and we've met, like, some of the alumni basketball players like Andre Meeks and all of them, and we see how they took pride in it. So it kind of motivates us to be the way they were. So.
Yeah, being a Spartan, it's all about having heart and dedication to bettering yourself and being a good citizen.
Awesome. Well, it was really great hearing from you guys, and thank you so much for joining us on the show. Good luck with the rest of the season as we look forward to supporting the men's basketball team as you guys take on Rockford University today and Illinois Institute of Technology in Thornton Gymnasium on Friday at 7 p.m. Since men's lacrosse is anticipating their first game in just a couple weeks, we will now have a short feature story about one of the seniors on the men's lacrosse team to hear about his senior year and plans for after graduation.
My name is Jordan Williams, and this is my senior spotlight. I started playing lacrosse in 5th grade when my cousin from Long Island came out to visit Arizona, and he showed me a stick, and I fell in love with the sport right away. When I was recruited out of high school, Aurora called me, and they're like, hey, we want you to be a part of something new because they never played a game before at the collegiate level. And it was something I was interested in because I started one of my high school programs back in Arizona, and I think that was the biggest factor as to why I came to Aurora University. Some people may think that's unrealistic, but we believe we can do it, and that's really my goal for my senior season, to win a national championship and go out with a bang. If not, it was a good run here. Be great today.
It is so great to hear from seniors and their passion for sports. Along with men's basketball, the women's basketball team has been hard at work on the court and within the community. I am here with freshman forward Morgan Ricketts and sophomore guard Alex Haltine to hear about how their season is going. How are you guys doing today?
Good, thanks.
Good,
how are you?
Doing well. So you guys have been playing quite a few games so far. How do you motivate each other to keep going during the long games on the court?
We've really learned to push each other more at practice and try to make each other better in more of a motivating way than rather being a little discouraging.
I mean, it all starts in practice. We finding ways to make each other smile and laugh during practice. So in the games, we can figure out ways to help each other out. It's a simple pat on the back, like you're okay, just to make sure that everybody can keep going.
Exactly. So obviously basketball is a team sport. How do you guys feel like team camaraderie is for you guys?
I think it's excellent, especially some teams have been on in the past have been kind of iffy, but this year, I mean, we're all really close. We like to hang out outside of practice and games, and after games, we'll go get pizza.
Yeah, I mean, when Coach brought us to B-Dubs, we just do a lot of team stuff, Christmas party, bowling, It was a lot of, especially during Christmas break when we were here together. So
That has to help when you're on the court too, to kind of be familiar with everybody and know kind of where they're going to be when you need to play. So what are some goals that you guys set for yourself this season?
Well, last year was the first year making it into the tournament for me, so that was really exciting. And I think this year we all really want to take that next step and get past that first game in the tournament and get to the second game.
and it was to just do better as a team this year than it was last year. Just keep building team-wise and make that tournament.
And how have you guys been preparing for these goals this season?
Well, before season, we got up nice and early, 5 o'clock, for lifting and conditioning 3 days a week. And then we'd get in the gym, scrimmage, really pushed each other doing that a couple days a week.
It was making sure that we got all the teammates in the gym and that we were keeping each other accountable and making sure that we were all working hard and it wasn't just a couple, but it was the entire team.
The entire team. Yeah, so you mentioned a little bit about lifting at 5 a.m. The strength and conditioning program, Chad Trudeau has been doing a phenomenal job with the teams. How do you feel like the implementation of lifting has helped you better and get closer to your goals?
It helps us not only get stronger, but it helps us get quicker, and it prepared us for our practices so that we weren't so tired once season starts, and it just keeps us going each day.
Nice.
For me, I know I came in pretty small. I didn't do much lifting. I mean, I'm still tiny, but the lifting has really helped me learn how to play a little more aggressive and be strong. Coach always tells me to keep lifting, get stronger, so it's really helped me a lot.
Nice. So I know that Coach Carper was a student athlete herself when she was in college. How do you feel like her experiences can help you guys as student athletes?
Well, she's been through what we go through, not only as an athlete, but as a student. So we know that if we ever need help, we can go and talk to her because she has, experienced it. She has been through the struggles. She has been through the highs and the lows.
Yeah, she knows what it takes to push herself to be better because she was in the same position. She was really successful with her college career, and I think it really helps hearing her stories on what she had to do to succeed, to push us.
Awesome. So you guys came here, one of the main reasons was to play basketball, right? What kind of attracted you to Aurora University?
Well, I really liked the small campus. It wasn't close to my hometown. And I also really enjoyed talking with Coach and the team, and I liked the program that she is trying to build and her efforts, and I just got along with her.
For me, I was commuting from home, so I kind of wanted to stay close, but what really pushed me was when I talked to Coach Carper at first. She really was into building on the program and starting something new, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Awesome. So you've learned a lot from your coach. Being underclassmen, you have a few upperclassmen to look after. What is one of the most important things that you've learned from them?
I have learned patience and perseverance, that not everything is going to come easy, but as long as you just keep pushing through, that things will come and things will get better.
Yeah, they've taught me a lot about how to juggle basketball and school and still know how much it takes to be able to study outside and how you have to give up a few other things that you want to do to be able to succeed in both basketball and school.
Yeah, it's definitely a little hard to balance the two. What advice would you guys have for incoming freshmen next year?
I would just say that it's not impossible to juggle both school and sports, but as long as you manage your time and that you really want it, you can do it, and you just have to push through those hard times because the good times will come.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely time management. That's a big one. I would tell them to make sure they manage their time well and plan ahead.
I know, it's definitely so hard for some people. So just one last question. Obviously, Aurora University is big on pride. What does being a Spartan mean to you?
I think it really means to respect other teams and your own team and your coaches, and to just represent the school in the most positive way you can.
I think it means to work hard in everything you do, not just in your sport or in the classroom, but in both, and to represent yourself well and the school well.
Well, I think you guys are doing an awesome job with that. I just want to say thank you very much for coming on the show today. Good luck with the rest of your season. Please get ready to come out and support the women's basketball team at their next home game, February 7th against Marian University. That is all the time we have today here on Spartan Spotlight. Join us next time and be great today, Spartans.